recording right now.
Are we?
Hey, it's Julie Nelson and Portia Ryan, and this is part of our Success Faster book video series, successfasterbook.com. And our topic on this video, well, first we want to explain that we've just been outside. We're in Austin and a storm's whipping up, and so Portia's commenting on her awesomely curly hair. I think it looks fabulous. So
It's great. Yes.
this is what my hair looks like in the wind, and that's what Portia's looks like in the wind. It's awesome. Okay, what's our topic?
Great. Well, I'm just so excited to be seeing some rain and
Yes.
hearing the thunder. I haven't seen the lightning yet, but I can hear the thunder. Well, what we were talking about is being authentic,
Yeah.
right? Being authentic and who we are, and agents working in their wheelhouse with that fits within the framework, the context of who they already are, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So I just think it's a very powerful topic.
Well, I think it has a lot to do with the concept that is not one size fits all
Right.
for succeeding in real estate. And certainly there are lots of best practices out there and formulas for how to succeed in this business. And I think we should pay attention to those.
I do too.
And read up, and there's a lot of value in that. However, I don't think we hear enough in our real estate industry about the success formula of simply being authentic to you and what comes naturally and
Right.
what you like and what speaks to you and what is your wheelhouse versus a formula that somebody has taught you, or maybe you learned in some class or some program or some article that you read that implies that this is the way this is what you're supposed to do to succeed in this business. And if you don't, it may or may not work.
So let's give some specific examples. So we were talking about a nerd, right? Using that as an example.
Yes.
So why don't you just share just a little bit about that?
Okay, so an agent I was working with is a very techie guy. And he likes...
Any of you out there, techie?
Yeah, he's a bit of a nerd, self-proclaimed nerd, techie, and he basically said, well, these are the people that I like working with too. And so our conversation was, that's amazing. This should be practically your entire business plan. What if your entire business was simply around finding the nerds who wanted to buy and sell real estate, that's exactly what they wanted in a realtor. So stop trying to be somebody else that's already taken, right? And just double down. So even if you were doing an open house, or if you, let's say the nerd person, the nerd realtor, I love nerds. The nerd realtor was talking to some friends about their business plan for this year. And they said, look, my plan is to help 20 families this year buy and sell real estate. And my ideal client is someone who's very techie and nerdy because we speak the same language. Who do you know that you think that would resonate with them? And what if that was the conversation that techie, nerdy realtor was having consistently across the board with everybody you know?
That's
that he
purposeful.
knows.
Very purposeful.
It's authentic. It's purposeful. Yeah. It's a narrow focus. The narrow focus, I'm a big fan of the narrow focus versus the broad.
Jack of all trades, or
Yes. Yeah. And so narrow focus really is, it's related to this authenticity conversation.
Well, and so some people they have a real narrow focus, right? Like this individual.
Yeah.
And then others might have these three things really resonate with who I already am.
Yes.
We're coming to this world with some innate behavioral characteristics, which so there's a nurture and nature thing that comes into play. And so you have some things that you are really in your wheelhouse. I have some things that are really in mine. Then there's some areas where you and I really share. And I think one of those is being on stage and, being able to come from that high, connecting with people sort of thing. Then you and I both have worked with agents who they're just all very down to earth, just very just the facts, ma'am. type of a thing.
Sure.
That's not my wheelhouse. Now, can I give the facts? Yes, but I give it's awfully exciting when I give the facts. They're still the facts, though.
Yeah.
They still are the facts.
Yeah.
So, when you and I were talking, and I think some of you out there are really going to resonate with this and say, yeah, thank you for recognizing me, is that someone's going to hire you over me. Someone's going to hire you over Julie. And so this is where you and I have seen this with new agents and relaunching agents that say, well, you've sold so many houses and what you need to go with me because they would hire you. No, the truth is they're going to hire you, some people over me, some people over Julie, because it's your behavioral style that they resonate with and therefore they can trust. Right?
Yes.
Now, within the context of that, though, do all of us need to master our skills and know our contracts and know how to articulate the world of real estate to consumers? Absolutely.
Absolutely. But there's a reason why you're going to be more effective when some people over others.
Yes.
Now, getting into rapport with people is an important skill in our sales businesses. Now you're going to get into rapport faster with people that are like you. So there needs to be some adaptability there. And that's simply a life skill, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a business skill and it's a life skill. But those are related. How quickly and effectively am I getting into rapport with people? Well, what if I was purposely putting myself more and more around the people that were more and more like me? It's easier.
Yeah.
It's easier because you're in your zone. So find your way into your zone as much as possible. When you're a little outside of your zone, you just have to be a little more adaptable.
Sure.
And that's welcome to the world, right?
Yeah, welcome to the world in general.
Yes.
Yes, to be adaptable is to succeed.
Yes.
So do we need to stretch ourselves? Absolutely.
Sure.
I feel that our industry does a disservice to many professionals in that we say, here is what the construct of success looks like. You have to do this, this, and this. You have to cold call. You have to call 3 hours a day. You have to do this, this, and this, and this. And we teach that, and then agents go, well, and we say, and that's what success looks like. That's a lie. I'm just going to be honest. That's a flat out lie. Success does not look like that for everyone. It looks like that for these people here who are doing it, and it's in their wheelhouse and they're succeeding. And you know what? It's typically those type of people that they're resonating with.
Sure.
For the most part, not always. So if that were true, then the nerd would not have 15 sales in a year. Like this guy, right?
Yeah.
So how did he get 15 sales without being doing this particular construct of what success looks like?
Yeah.
Because he was speaking to people like himself, and they were like, I get you. You get me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the authenticity that is sometimes missing, and we not only fail to give each other permission to work within our wheelhouse, we propagate the lie that we have to be something other than who we are.
Well, because there's plenty of that information available in our industry.
Sure.
And I think what we're suggesting is that there's room for tuning out some of that information, because some of that is not helpful. Now, some of that is very helpful to the right people.
Yes.
And it's actually just the opposite. It's not helpful at all to some folks. If that gets them going down the wrong road, or kind of speaking the wrong language, or doing activities that just are not authentic to them. And then guess what? They're not getting the results, and they're not happy. They're like, I'm not really enjoying this business as much as I thought I would.
And we see those people leading the business.
Yeah. So it's like, well, what if you were doing really just the things that you liked, and you were going after the people that you liked? So the nerd, and I love focusing on the nerd. What if that person joined maybe 2 or 3 nerd organizations around town,
which they're around,
young tech professionals, or because, anyways, I think that's just brilliant and such smart lead generation.
Yeah,
and it's a very narrow focus,
and it's on purpose,
and they're probably happy.
Yeah,
they're probably happy. Imagine that.
So somebody wants you. Somebody wants you before they want me, before they want Julie. That's a truth. So this is what we would love to see you do, is challenge the falsehoods that you've been embracing or that you feel others have asked you to embrace. Challenge those falsehoods and then take a step back and go, who am I? How do I present in the world? Where is my wheelhouse now? How can I plug real estate skills into that? And then how do I find those people?
It's a simple formula.
It really is, isn't it?
It really is a simple formula. It's part of the beauty of our business is that you can go that narrow and just right into your wheelhouse, but on purpose.
On purpose.
It's not going to come to you. That's another video.
That is another video. It isn't going to come to you. You're going to go to it.
Okay, we're going to wrap this up. We've been talking authenticity off and on all afternoon.
Oh, we really
so,
have. Yeah.
So you can tell that we're into this topic. The book, Success Faster, you can find it at successfasterbook.com.
Oh my gosh, did you hear that thunder?
Yeah, we have some thunder.
Ooh.
Awesome.
We'll see you next time.
All right, bye.